Усім доброго дня, ми продовжуємо грати в Hogwarts Legacy. І продовжуємо ми на тому самому місці, де закінчили минулого разу, а саме це наш такий маленький заповідничок з тваринками. Жодна істота. А, я їх навпаки можу забрати ще й.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Прикольно. Давайте його назад. Додати до віваріуму. У нас тут 3 пухканцят, від розпівки і 1 місячний тілець. Добре, так, пішли звідси. Що у нас по завданням? Наскільки я пам'ятаю, нам треба до Себастіана. Хто тут щось? Тут все нормально? Так, тут все нормально. Я вже й не пам'ятаю, що в нас тут.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
Тут ми все повзбирали, правильно? Чи ні? Ага, так, позбирали. Все, тоді валимо звідси, куди нам там треба. Мапа. До ми йдемо. Куди це нас воно веде? Зустрінутись з Себастіаном. Пелкрофті. Це що таке? Це де взагалі? Ого, аж куди нам треба? Ну, поїхали, добре. Давайте тоді максимально наблизимось, куди можемо. От сюди, так? Ні, ось тут ми ще були. Давайте от сюди тоді. І звідси полетимо. Давайте по дорозі тоді повідкриваємо все.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Так, що у нас по мапі? Тут у нас начебто все відчинено. Якісь скрині з карабами. Давайте відкриємо ось тут. Жух.
Revelio.
Потім підемо по дорозі, якась скриня. Джек Ліхтар. Так, ми вниз по дорозі, да? Ось у нас ця штука.
These rocks have seen better days.
Прикольно. Воно веде нас кудись. Он туди. Я не пам'ятаю, що це і що нам з ним треба зробити.
Revelio.
Тенції, тут щось є? Ось тут. Мережевна серветка. Прикольно. Тут десь якась печера. А що ж там? Ну і добре. Не будемо на це витрачати час. Мапа. Де це я? Я не туди пішов, куди мені треба. Мені треба було от сюди по дорозі. На південь. На південь. Десь от сюди. Що, ні? Не тут? Майже тут. Трошки назад. Лівіше. Десь отуто. Вниз. Не зрозумів. А де вхід? А, ось.
Would you mind helping a wizard in distress?
Що ти
What is
хочеш?
it? What's wrong?
Goblins, that's what. Ranrock's lot. Nasty creatures.
Зрозуміло. Бла, бла,
Ambush
бла,
me, they
бла,
did.
бла, бла, бла. А що треба? Дрібничка, щоб захистити мене. Зілля могутності, так?
You're right. The world's not safe at the moment.
Будь
It's
ласка.
best to take precautions. Here, use it wisely.
Oh, I will. You can be sure of that. Ranrock's lot won't take me down. And I've you to thank. Please, accept this gift in exchange for your help.
Revelio.
Що, у тебе більше нічого нема тут? Добре, тікаємо звідси. Так, тепер. Куди нам тепер треба? По дорозі підемо. По дорозі тут буде ще один якийсь. Добре. Я думаю, там, де млин. Що,
This
ні?
looks intriguing.
Ось тут, бачу. Майже. Чуть не впав.
You'll enjoy your time in Irondale. Shame about Porrick's sister.
Далі. Далі є сенс от сюди заглянути. Але ми не знаємо, що там по дорозі, куди воно мене заведе. Десь отам на горі.
The wizards will be defeated.
О, ми вже до кінця дійшли, до якогось до берега. Ми не можемо увійти, коли перебуваємо верхи. Прикольно. Чого це ми сюди не можемо? О, я правильно дивлюся. От туди прям летимо.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Oh, nice to see you here. Ah,
Ну все,
isn't
тут
the
уже
sea
400
air-
метрів пробіжимося. Ту-ту-ту-ру-ту-ру-ту. Тут возик їздив. Привіт. Ні, ну ладно. Ось я думав, це буде швидше. Але щось далеко бігти нам. Воно не в метрах, мабуть. Явно. Прикольно, як я прям перемістився туди, куди треба.
You made it.
Да, привіт. Давайте подумаємо взагалі, де ми. Ми відкрили ж тут мапу вже. Відкрили. Що це в нас? Якийсь маєток. Фелдкрофт. Дивовижне село в сільській місцевості на протилежному боці гори. Фелдкрофт оточений полями і руїнами стародавнього замку. отут десь, правильно? Замок Руквуда. Руквуд. Щось знайоме.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Дядька.
This way.
Зрозуміло. Тіні маєтку.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time.
О, щось було
Everyone
десь.
stays out of sight.
Колодязь, так? Що це за колодязь? Колодязь бажань? Колодязь Фелкрофта. Так, 400 років тому почав велику посухи. Нічого цікавого.
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Я можу заходити? Добре, ще щось є. А, я не можу просто так зайти. Катсцена повинна бути, зрозуміло.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Нічого не зрозумів. Але дядько явно якийсь лисий.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Revelio.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Люба Ен, Хогвартс без тебе вже не такий, хоча Шарп все ще бридкий, але ти знаєш, що я сподіваюся, краще Себастіан.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Так,
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel
але
it.
ж можна полегшити
Sebastian
симптоми.
cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Я можу
I'll do my
спробувати.
best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
Да,
I
вона
wish you
вирубається.
well.
Revelio.
Дядько де? Давай поговорю. Лист Н до Себастіана. Навпаки, Себастіан це мій набір зілля варіння, а не твій. Не чіпай мої речі. А де дядько дівся? Він же тут десь був. Скільки тут ліжок? Раз. А, два. Ну добре. Так, десь тут ця штука. Справа десь. Ось.
Revelio.
Тренувальні манікени. Так, поговоріть з Ен із Соломоном. А де Соломон? А, ось він.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Що таке?
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend.
Друг
I
Себастіан.
apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Усі вибачаються.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Давай, мені...
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Щось ми не в ту сторону.
Revelio.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for
Я думав,
something.
ми от в той замок підемо, де він там.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Добре. Веди нас. Якщо що, ми готові. У нас обидва перший, другий. Тут акцію, тут де пульсу. Зловити і кинути відібрану зброю, використати мандрагору.
Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. There you are.
Ще хтось є?
I could be used for better things than this.
Someone there.
Ого.
Really not very good at it.
Так, мандрагору кинули, а тепер треба зловити і кинути відібрану зброю. Ага. Ага.
Why don't you come on?
Погано.
You've made your last mistake.
А може й ні. Мені треба експеліармус, а потім...
I don't think you... Nice try. Such arrogance. You call that spellcasting?
Це що було?
You're good. But I'm better.
Potato!
Don't you try again, I beg you.
Чому так сильно?
I won't bet. One less human to worry about. This is almost too easy. You're making this too easy. As if you're the best the likes of me. Too slow.
Є!
Was that your best?
Я завдання виконав.
I've been fighting since before.
Potato! I confess,
That was a bit more than I'd bargained for.
Revelio.
Нормуль. А, тут вхід був. Так тут більше нікого немає. Це.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Так.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific
Revelio.
reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the ministry isn't doing more.
Шукайте підказки.
Revelio.
О, ну щось. Пічка чи що це таке?
Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Ага.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Так, а хіба портрет не буде
Lumos.
говорити?
Revelio.
Дивно.
This well looks familiar.
Колодязь? Бо такий самий отам.
Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Тут
Give
де
me a moment.
дівчинку
I'll explain in a second.
прокляли. Ну воно ж склався пазл.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago.
Non-Quidditch keeper.
If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to
В
Anne,
теорії тут
and me
повинно
for
бути
answers about the
десь
keepers.
одне з випробувань.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
А він уже тут, коли він встигнув? Запис щоденнику, 1 з 7. Це мій другий тиждень в таборі. Щодня прибувають нові жертви, маглівські лікарі, навіть деякі з наших цілей роблять все для них, що можуть. Горе відчутне ті, хто пережив чуму, назавжди травмовані своєю втратою. Лихоманка може пройти, шкіра може загоїтись, зарубцюватись, але спустошлива скорбота залишається. Я бачив чоловіка дуже схожого на мого батька, який втратив дитину. Я не могла цього втримати. Мені хотілося принести йому хоч трохи полегшення. Брата його, брат захворів, я згадую. Я починаю думати, що інші помиляються. Я маю силу допомогти цим душам, не допомогти їм, здається, таким же свавіллям, як і позбавити їх від
A
мук.
journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Так, треба всі дослідити. 2. Я приїхала сюди, щоб навчитися, але хочу допомогти. Навчатися, але хочу допомогти. Моя внутрішня боротьба нездоланна, ніби магія хоче зцілити, а я заважаю їй це зробити. Чи варто мені втрачати надію? Чи буду я вічно шкодувати, що не зробила більше? Я не можу дивитися їм в очі, знаючи, що могла полегшити тягар душевного болю. Я бачила, як сьогодні чоловік покидав табір. Він так нагадав мені мого батька. Напевно, йому б не завадила допомога. Звичайно, я могла б продовжити свої дослідження, але це гарна нагода зробити щось хороше за допомогою цієї здібності.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio.
Не зрозумів. Це що було?
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Воно реально нападає на?
Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo.
Але потім нападає. Так. Зрозумів.
Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Incendio! Revelio!
Так, ну що, пішли? А, Себастіан поховає.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Закляття сили та контролю допомагають жонглювати ворогами. О, ми тут уже були. Відкрита.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Ми тут тренувалися якесь закляття робити. Це мапа, де нам треба знайти портрет, портрет потім сюди,
Why
логічно.
hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Не те, щоб... Ну, мені цікаво просто, а чи треба мені тут щось досліджувати, чи він сам просто скаже, що це означає.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True.
Логічно. Може вона всередині.
Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it.
А я
I'll
знаю.
let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Так, дивіться, у нас є...
Assignment's all finished.
У нас є ось тут якась... Чи це підказка, чи просто картина. Я думаю, це можна буде знайти завдяки отим камінчикам, які поруч. Бачите? Тобто це дорога і камінчики. І в
Meet me
теорії...
near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Так, все. Що у нас по завданням виходить тоді? Завдання. Урок астрономії і знаті треба зустрітися. Високий замок. Вінгардіум Левіоса треба 17 рівень. Вінгардіум Левіоса треба вивчити перед тим, як іти сюди. Тобто сюди. Урок астрономії і знаті треба зустрітися. Давайте спочатку підемо на урок астрономії. Це буде швидко. А, чекати? Астрономія тільки по вечорам, коли зірки видно.
The Pinch Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally
Revelio.
and friend.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins. Ranrock's lawyer. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins... Should I be worried about my uncle?
I'm not convinced you need to worry. Perhaps your uncle's been delayed.
That's exactly what Professor Weasley said when she forbade me from leaving the... She's convinced he can handle himself.
Можу. Я подивлюсь.
I'll try and look into it.
Thank you. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here.
Добре.
I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
Нема за що.
Roland would never leave me to
Так,
die like this.
що мені треба? Так ми і так зачекали. А, почати забули.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Всі такі нормальні, а я такий.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Клас. Подивимось на зорі.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Так, фокус. Колесиком чи тягати? А, я зрозумів.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past.
Логічно.
Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
Неправда, що це ті самі зірки. Зірки змінюються.
Dismissed.
Hello again. Brilliant class, wasn't it? I prefer astronomy over potions, don't you? Of course, we Ravenclaws tend to do well in any class.
Oh, hello, Armeet. Nice to see you again.
did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
Дякую.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards. And bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Так, добре.
Revelio.
Тут можна було на щось подивитися.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. How am I supposed to find...
Sirius?
Our meat thinks he knows everything. He even told me he can speak gobbledygook. Gibberish to me.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea leaves.
Ну, добре. Так, в коморі.
Revelio.
Ти не пропустиш, він сказав. Оцей.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new. Incendio.
Та більше тут нічого нема. Так, все, я забрав. Пішли тепер.
A pristine night for stargazing.
Кажи.
Do not let it be wasted.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others.
Babble
We
of others?
ourselves are not unlike blank star charts,
Babble
you
of
know?
others.
Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
Так, добре, пішли шукати цього
Revelio.
чудіка, де він там.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Добре, добре, йдемо.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it.
Я
Shall
набираю
we?
забагато побічних завдань. А може це основне завдання?
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Revelio.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Ув'язнена ванна? Це ванна була під замком, відколи її пам'ятають. Ходять чутки, що ванна була зачарована десятиліття тому, аби переслідувати учнів, які надто одержимі навчанням, аби турбуватись про власну гігієну.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Revelio. Incendium.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, I mean.
Це він?
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
Так, масштаб. Повернути телескоп. Керування телескопом.
As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart.
Ліра. Прикольно. Щось дають за це?
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Дякую.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Так, все, чудово.
Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Це ми на стадіоні? Да, прикольно. Так, що у нас по завданням? Урок астрономії ми сходили. Тепер треба до Наті сходити. Оце, да? Ні, це з Себастіаном. А де Наті? Зустрінутись з Наті після настання темряви. Гарлік. Гербології. Ворожіння вдень. Так, добре, значить я можу сходити до професора Гарлік, і вона навчить використовувати Вінгардіум Левіоса. Це клас гербології. Тобто це оранжерея. Оранжерея це десь... Отуто. Назад. Отуто. Теплиці. Так, і будемо потихеньку зараз закінчувати, мабуть. Так, перерва між завданнями найкраще час, щоб розпізнати нове спорядження. Добре, добре.
Revelio.
Так, пропустивши час. Так, нам треба пропустити час. Зайшовши в мапу, натиснути М. Вона мені подобається. Напевно, це одна з найгарніших тут вчителів. Так, давай поговоримо.
Wonderful to see you again.
Давай.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up
Wingardium
boulders
Leviosa
as though they were
завжди була
sprigs of
літера
Sneezewort.
W. Ну, добре. Ну, вірніше, для вас в іншу сторону. Wingardium Leviosa. І що воно дозволяє? Контролюйте. Тобто не просто підняти у повітря, а можна контролювати. F, V, Q, E. F, V, Q, E. Добре. Давайте спробуємо.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some...
Дивіться, ось у нас дві левіоси, тому я думаю, можна... А де Wingardium Leviosa? Ось він. Ось так його закинути. Він у нас в четвертому.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Дивіться, F, V, F forward, V back. Логічно. А Q є. Це що? Обертання. Клас.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Прикольно. Дякую велике. Вибачте, будь ласка. Я випадково. Не хотів кричати. І тепер у нас високий замок. Правильно, зустріньтесь з Наті після настанення... О, тепер правильно. Біля замку Фабл-Блабл. Фабл-Блабл. Це десь далеко, правильно? Мапа світу. За Хоксмітом, але ми тут були, у нас тут є. Я думаю, знаєте що, ми підемо туди наступного разу. Ми перемістимось, але підемо туди вже наступного разу, по часу не встигаємо. Прикольно. Я думаю, що це все ж таки з Себастіаном був основний сюжет. Дуже мені подобається. Ця вся історія з древньою магією, з хворобою. Продовжимо наступного разу з цього самого місця. Дякую всім, що подивилися. Якщо вам було цікаво, якщо вам сподобалось, можна поставити лайк, підписатись на канал, залишити будь-який коментар. Все це допоможе каналу розвитку. Також можете заходити на Twitch, там інколи проходять трансляції на різноманітні ігри. Посилання є в описі до цього відео. Ще раз усім дякую і до нових зустрічей. Бувайте!